Hello and welcome back. My name is Mathew Koech. I'm a doctor with a specialization in the care of patients or people with kidney disease. I'm based in Eldoret, Kenya. Today we would like to talk about the kidney and salt. So what is it about kidneys, kidney diseases, and salt? As many of you might have noted, is whenever you have a problem with your kidney, one of the instructions you get from the doctor is that you should cut down on the amount of salt that you take. So what is that about? It's an interesting question. So one thing I would like to say is your kidneys are very smart. The kidneys that we have can figure out how much salt you need and how much salt is excessive in your body. So whenever you eat, there is some salt in the food, and the kidney's role is to balance out the salt you take in and the salt that you throw out of your urine. And actually, in most normal people, the amount of salt that you take in will eventually be thrown out through your urine. So nothing remains in your body. The only people who probably retain some salt in their body are people who are still growing up. So the children, they might need some of that salt to grow up, and they retain some of that salt for the process of growing up. But once you're an adult, you don't actually keep any salt behind. But that is only true when you have a normal and normally functioning kidney. Now, once you have a kidney problem, or you have some injury to your kidney, the kidney's ability to balance the salt coming in and the salt going out becomes impaired. So you get into a state where the amount of salt coming in and the amount of salt going out are not matched, and usually there is just too much salt coming in compared to how much the kidney can get rid of, and salt starts to accumulate in your body. And when salt accumulates in your body, it tends to attract water. Salt attracts water, and that increases the amount of volume in your circulation. And when your volume goes up, it tends to also go up with your blood pressure. And that becomes an issue. And when you accumulate too much salt and too much water, you start swelling in your feet. From your feet, you start swelling in your tummy. And then the next place that gets full of water is your lungs. And if your lungs get full of water, you start struggling to breathe. And that's where our concern is with salt. So the issue with salt really is that when your kidneys have a problem, you cannot handle salt well, and that tends to lead to retention of salt and water and lead to high blood pressure and water accumulation in your body. So it's not that salt in and of itself is harmful to you. No, salt is not harmful to you. When you have a problem with your kidney, you tend to retain salt and then retain water, and that leads to elevation in blood pressure, swelling from your legs coming up to your tummy, and then when it gets to your lungs and your heart, you start struggling to breathe, and that can be a danger to you. I hope that's clear. Thank you very much, people. It's been nice. Welcome again to my channel. Subscribe and press the notification button so that you can always receive the freshest and the newest content on this channel. Bye bye, and keep those kidneys going healthy.